Hey, here I am taking a risk, but I decided to unwrap my banana plants early this year. I'm just south of Seattle, Washington in zone 8A or B, depending on who you ask. Now, this is earlier than I typically do this, but we've got temperatures in the 60s and high 50s for the next 10 days. We've got lows that are in the high 30s, 3 or 4 C, so I'm not worried about freezing, and they should be fine, at least for the next 10 days. I'm cutting these off in a single line all the way up. That way I can save the wrapping just in case the weather does change between now and actual spring. That way I can easily throw the wrapping back on if I need to protect the plants again. The Musa basjoos look really good. I only wrapped 2 this year. You can see the ones that I wrapped are good height. Green's already coming out the top of them. One's 7 feet, the other's about 8 feet tall, so well over 2 meters. Those that I didn't wrap, you can see here, they're only good to a few feet or less. Now, it's beneficial to cut any dead off the tops. That allows the new leaves to grow without having to fight the plant. And what I'm looking for in where I want to cut them off is I'm squeezing the trunk and looking for where it starts to get solid. When I feel it's solid, I can assume there's a good core in there, and I want to cut the plant a little bit below where it starts to get solid. Now, the other bananas here, these are actually blue javas. They're less established than my Musa basjoos. And even though that they were wrapped, this first one, I'm having to cut down really far. And again, I'm looking for where it gets firm. And you'll be able to see a white core in the center there. The second of the blue javas did better, and it's solid at a taller height. While it is taller, it's looking quite fungusy, and I'm going to hit this with some copper just to help it out. We do have the smaller one as well that looks more solid, although it's not very tall. It was mostly protected by the extra leaves that I threw down. So it's got a more solid core, even though it's much shorter than the others. The experimental patch I didn't do anything with, so it's pretty sad over here. There were 3 plants that topped out around 4 feet by the end of fall. I did nothing to protect them, so it's not surprising they're all burnt to the ground. Now, one of the things I'm going to have to address this year are these Musa basjoos that have grown through my bamboo boxes. You can see the boxes are actually being pushed apart from the bananas. If you look where it's just bamboo, it's not the bamboo that's doing this. This is the Musa basjoos. At some point, I'm going to dig these out that are in the boxes, and I'm going to have to rethink these boxes, something for you to think about as you plan new areas of your yard. Musa basjoos grew up through 2 feet of dirt through the bottom of these boxes and is now ripping them to pieces. So something to think about as you plan where to put stuff. Now, hopefully we keep temps above freezing and these bananas will have a great start to the growing season. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already done so for more videos on growing tropical and subtropical looking plants in cold weather environments.